Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready to defend their NFC crown. The 2023 season underway from Foxborough. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts throwing right away. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Throwing is Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. But not the graphic that this fan base wants to see Week 1, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, where everyone does their best to try and have their starters ready for Week 1, guys still have to practice. They still have to train, and injuries do crop up. You're exactly right about that, though, Brandon. None of the people supporting this team want to see that graphic on the screen at the start of this game.
I'm going to call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
This week, such an important one for his entire offense, but for him especially. He wants to start this new season off strong. He's got big plans for this year, wants it to be one where he finishes among the league's best while leading his team to the postseason. A strong opening week is a great start to that and can create momentum that carries over not just to next week, but the next few weeks as well. A rising tide raises all ships, and if he can start this season off strong, his offense will benefit.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On 1st down, Perry. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And Goedert going to have an Eagles 1st down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line. They will run straight ahead with Swift to the 27-yard line. Well, this really an interesting matchup here in Week 1. Of course, you got the Super Bowl 52 rematch to talk about. No Nick Foles or Tom Brady on the field today, but for the Eagles, it's been a long wait to get back at it again since the loss to the Chiefs back in February.
And no Zach Ertz. Was it a touchdown? Was it not a touchdown? In New England, they're still upset over that call, but hey, this game is going to be a blast because the Eagles, they didn't feel like they put enough pressure on the quarterback in the Super Bowl. They want to really get after him in this one.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Hurts to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
May not be the first name you think of with the Eagles offense, but Smith had an incredible 2022. 11th in the NFL in catches, 9th in yards as the #2 option in a run-heavy offense. First down there from one of the game's best young receivers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Swift is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it as we resume action. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Hard to believe this guy was watching us from his living room last week. Now he's under center here for an NFL team.
And not many teams were in the market to sign him, but you have to believe that this team felt like we saw something previously in this guy, and now he has a chance to prove it with us.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Looking to throw. Perry. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I wanted to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When we see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL, Jared.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. He's got room at the 30. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break. Perry going deep here for Parker. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here on Oak. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
Throwing on first down. Perry eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Back to Stevenson on first down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw on second down, Perry. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Timing is so important on a route like this, because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Here's Stevenson, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So take away the touchdown. It's kind of been one of those games for these guys.
I think it's safe to say that that type of a play just added to their misery, right?
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On first down, Hurts throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1 yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11 yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. 2nd and 7. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it often.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Hurts will throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Short pass caught by Henry, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Back to throw. Perry. Flushed out right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. And this is caught. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now Ryland for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. Under pressure, they got him again. Jawan Bentley in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the 1st. Here's Jake Elliott, career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. This one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
On 1st and 10, Perry got the connection here to Bourne. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, Perry. Pass complete once again to Bourne. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Perry. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Out left and complete to Thornton. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be complete to Stevenson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here we go. 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So the Patriots now down 28-21, 1:14 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. He's back to throw to Henry. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That is incomplete.
Just kind of a wing and a prayer there. This ball's kind of up for grabs, but they're at a point where they have to live with that. Unfortunately, this one winds up incomplete.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Back to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Philadelphia, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Tonight,
two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his 4th NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Tua's throw complete there to Thomas. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got Thomas yet again complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
We take a peek at the list of inactives for this week's game. And, gosh, this early in the season, Charles, injuries already accumulating for this squad.
You got to wonder in this organization, are they just saying to themselves, well, hopefully we're just getting them out of the way early so we can make a late-season push when we have everyone back. It certainly feels that way with the number of injuries they've had already.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill. Complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Again, Wilson. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jeff Wilson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Throwing to start the drive. Perry. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Parker. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on 1st down. Perry. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd down and 6 now. Catch, he's got it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough as the homestanding Patriots with the football. Now this one complete on the slant route as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun, Perry. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. Back to throw. Perry. Pass on the out route caught by Smith-Schuster. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Lawrence got it. In there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Brandon Jones.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Perry. And Ty Montgomery has it complete.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ezekiel Elliott, 47 yards.
And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was all finished on the touchdown reception by Ezekiel Elliott.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Miami's offense set and ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Lawrence Guy. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
It's taken to the 26. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Perry. Open man is born. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st and 10, Perry.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Operating from the gun, Perry.
Checking this down to Stevenson.
Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
On now the rookie 4th-round pick, Chad Ryland, for the Patriot field goal.
From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On first down, Tagovailoa looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Tua wants to throw it on second down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Tua. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
So we've hit half.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Perry steps away to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Jalen Phillips, his second sack of the night.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Looking to throw. Perry. Forced out to his left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On first down, Perry. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone, and he gave it to him. 15 big yards. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. A give. This is Wilson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now Tua. That is caught, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first. Now they'll hand it off to Wilson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 57 yards.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Foxborough, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Throwing on 1st down. Perry.
Finding Elliott for the catch on the out route.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Perry. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And this one's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Stevenson gets it again on second down.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Second down, goal to go. Again, it's Stevenson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
For the lead, here's third and goal.
Off play action. Perry.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And another drive starts with them huddling in their end zone, Charles. Where have we seen this before? Very recently, but the last time they had it backed up like this, they took it the length of the field.
Hard to do that once, let alone the idea of doing it twice. But, of course, that's the goal. So, as a secondary deal, get 2 first downs. Help yourself with field position and help your defense out.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll run again.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So the Patriots now down by 4, just over 1:40 to play. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
He'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, Perry got his man complete over the middle. That's Parker. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Miami set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's Tua.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as he'll stop him with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now Tua. Pass complete, Thomas.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Throwing, Tua.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Patriots, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.